Hi again. It is about 3:30 a.m. and I'm having trouble sleeping. And how apropos is that song right now. But the thought that keeps going through my mind as I was kind of on the edge of sleep was fear-based trauma. And before I even go any further, I don't think I ever introduced myself or gave a name or really talked much about why I want to start a conversation between black men and black women. Well, I won't give my real name, but I will give my nickname, which is Eddie. And I look around, I live in Philadelphia, so I look around a lot at the black man and the black woman and how they seem to just move further and further apart. And I question why. And I have my own thoughts, and I have my own thoughts about how things will be resolved between us. But it's going to take some work, and we are actually going to need to speak to each other. But at any rate, getting this discussion started, it has been difficult because the men that I know don't want to be recorded. Some of them. Now, some of them have agreed to be recorded, and I will have those conversations and I'll put those out on YouTube. But I had a couple of interesting conversations yesterday, and I'll be brief. And neither one of these people wanted me to use their real names, and that's fine. So there's a person that I work with, and we will call him Arnold. And I asked him, he's a black man, I asked him what he thought about black women. And he said he sees black women as disrespectful. And then he said if he had a preference, he would date black women, but then in the same breath, he said he didn't really have a preference at all. Considering the fact that he has only ever, in my time knowing him, dated black women, and he always openly pursues black women, even though he seems to have some issues with every single black woman, and he also has his own issues, as we all do. He doesn't really seem to care for black people, and he doesn't really seem to care for to be black, to be honest. And I can honestly understand that because I spent the better part of my life feeling ashamed because I was black, because I didn't understand what being black meant. And as I grew up, I understood about self-love and, race pride and all of that stuff. And it takes some work. I also spoke to a second person, and we will call him Kanye, which I think is just funny. But at any rate, he had some very interesting things to say. I asked him what he thought the best thing about black women was, and he says that we are strong and resilient, and we can deal with a lot, and he really appreciates the sisters. And he said what he liked most about black women was that, again, they're strong, they live their lives, and if you put a good black woman in a good relationship, she will keep it going. And I thought that was interesting. And he said, again, a black man, many times it's the man who fucks it up. These are his words. And I said, wow. It was very nice to have a black man be completely candid. And then he said this, which I've never heard, and I'm having a problem agreeing with. He said, a woman has to give herself to someone, whether she wants to or not. And if it doesn't work, she has to regroup and do it again. And after doing this for some time, there's a damaged quality to her personality. Okay, I agree and disagree with this, but it's something I really have to think about how I want to respond to it. And I'm not sure how to respond to it because I've never had a man say that. he also talked about how older women don't teach younger women how to be women. And that was interesting to me also because growing up, my mother didn't teach me how to be a woman. It took me growing up, moving very far away from home by accident or design, maybe more design or fate, running into a woman who saw in me that there was a problem and who took her time to make me see the problem and to make me actually get help and to actually guide me in a very short amount of time, really, to a much secure, mature person and attitude. And it was so completely appreciated. And I've spent my time since I met this woman really trying to help other people because I really believe that's why we're here. We're really here to help other people. Yeah, we have our purpose also, but we're supposed to help other people along the way. So these comments have been invaluable, and I'm hoping to get both of them to actually interview with me so you can hear their voices and we can have that dialogue going back and forth. But having them tell me these things again brings me back to fear-based trauma. I listen to a lot of psychologists, and they talk about how black people are brainwashed, how we're really suffering from post-traumatic slave disorder even now. And I honestly believe that a lot of the issues that black people, and for me, especially the black female, those issues that we are having are a result of these traumas that we keep passing down and that we don't work out. So I have to question, is it really that the black woman is disrespectful and rude? Is it really that? Is it really that? Or is it that the black woman is hurt? So I hope people are listening to what I'm saying, even though I only have a few videos. And I honestly hope to get some honest, constructive feedback. And that's it for now until I can get further into this and really get some conversations going. I'm out. Peace and love, black people.